So I noticed the opening sequence of Blade Runner 2049 was based on a scene that was originally written for the original Blade Runner. This scene is discussed on the Dangerous Days, The Making of Blade Runner documentary. So I just wanted to make a side-by-side video. Check it out.
He wanted to introduce the character in a really spectacular way, but he wanted to do it in a way that visually got across the idea of this very, very strange future world that he was starting to put together in his own mind.
He's got to go retire an earlier version. And he said, I see like a cabin, on the stove. There's like a pot, and there's soup boiling in the pot. That was it, man. I loved it. Soup boiling in the pot. And I just went home and I just started writing.
The original idea was to have Deckard sit in the kitchen, and through the windows you saw that the day was getting darker and darker and darker, and then it was supposed to be late afternoon. A strange vehicle pulls up. A guy in farmer overalls comes out, goes into the house, sees Deckard sitting there, ignores him, walks into the kitchen, starts stirring a big pot of soup. Says, do you want any soup? Deckard doesn't say anything. He says, who are you with anyway? This guy's stirring. Deckard gets up, says, I'm Deckard, Blade Runner. Boom, he kills this guy for no reason, just shoots him. And you go, what is going on? And then as the guy slumps against this wall, falls to the floor, Deckard reaches into his head and pulls his lower jaw out. And you see that it's an aluminum construct with an ID number stamped on it. You realized, oh, it's not a person, it's a robot. And then Deckard takes this, puts it into his trench coat that he was wearing at this point, walks out of the farmhouse across the field. A little dog shows up, starts yapping at his feet, and is barking as Deckard takes off.
I hope you don't mind me taking the liberty. I was careful not to drag in any dirt.
I don't mind the dirt. I do mind unannounced visits. You police?
Are you Sapper Morton? Civic number NK68514.
I'm a farmer.
I saw that. What do you farm? smell?
Grow that just for me. Garlic.
Garlic.
Go and try some.
No, thank you. I prefer to keep an empty stomach until the hard part of the day is done. How long you been here?
Since 2020.
But you haven't always been a farmer, have you? Your bag. It's colonial medical use. Military issue. Where were you? Calantha? Must have been brutal.
Plan on taking me in. Well, take a look inside.
Mr. Morton, if taking you in is an option, I would much prefer that to the alternative. I'm sure you knew it would be someone in time. I'm sorry it had to be me.
Good as any.
Now, if you don't mind, if you could just look up and to the left, please. Please don't get up.
How's it feel? Killing your own kind.
I don't retire my own kind because we don't run. Only older models do.
And you new models are happy scraping the shit. Because you've never seen a miracle.
Just photograph everything. Madam, please.
Incoming LAPD recoding.
You're hurt. I'm not paying for that.
I'll glue it.
And? One of the tail end Nexus 8s. He looks like he could take your head off.
He tried.
He went AWOL after Calantha. With a few more in his outfit, I wouldn't mind closing out. Just him?
Just him.
Come on home for your baseline.